not only is this what you did unacceptable, here's the impact it has on me emotionally. I'm frustrated. I'm hurt. Now I'm overextended. You dropped the ball. I got to pick it up. And I need to address this because I love the relationship too much to let resentment accumulate. And I know if I keep carrying this, the enemy is going to use the accumulation of resentment to undermine the intimacy of a relationship that matters very much to me. So let me be very clear. There's 3 ways to handle relational frustration. The first is culture's way, and culture's way is to express. It's just to express. It is undisciplined, unloving, irresponsible, emotional expression that values getting a release over a resolution. You just want to vent. I need to get this off of me, not considering what it does to you. So I feel better, but I just made us worse. And because I'm operating with a degree of entitlement, I feel like it's your responsibility to deal with the ramifications of my undisciplined expression of my frustration. So I wouldn't have went off on you the way I went off on you if you wouldn't have did what you did. So next time you need to think about what you're going to do if you don't want me to go off. Somebody say, preach, Bishop. That's the express. Church's way is to suppress. It is silent, I can't stand this, surface level, spiritually disguised avoidance. It's passivity dressed up as peace. Hey, is everything okay? Fine, everything's fine. Hey, is there an issue we kind of need to? No, it's no issue. Praise the Lord. And I just overheard you talking about me in the corner to the missionaries. And y'all, let me go over here. And I just asked you, are you okay? I'm going, everybody that's 45 and under, I'm gonna drop you off. I'm getting ready to I'll pick you back up in just a second. All right, at 45 and under, I'm dropping you off. PD coming right back and picking you up in just a second. 45 and over, y'all ride with me here. Smiling in my face, all the time trying to take my place. Okay, yes, okay, 40, I'm back. Culture's way is to express. And you have Christians, when they experience relational frustration in their marriage, in their parenting, in their work, with their family, and on their teams, you're Christian, but your first way when it comes to handling relational frustration. So you just express in the name of authenticity and realness. When truthfully, you have no temperance. You're not real, you're out of control. You're unbridled. Then some, we're Christian, but we're second way. We don't express, we suppress. And so in the name of false peace, we avoid. And Jesus makes clear distinction between the kind of peace he brings and the kind of peace most people settle for. He says, my peace I give to you, not peace as the world gives. When it comes to the peace that the world gives, he says, I didn't come to bring that peace, I came to bring a sword. To get the peace I want to give you, sometimes you got to be willing to go through uncomfortable conflict. And what happened is some of us were first way. We got saved. Now you became second way. So you went from a lion to a poodle. Because you hadn't learned balance yet. You're like, PD, I just need to say nothing right now. Because if I say something, it's okay. But what Jesus models here is third way. 3 things I want to show you very practically. Highly biblical, biblically faithful, but highly practical. Number 1, Jesus was clear without being cruel. Because the king's way is to address. It's to address. It is kind, considerate, and candid communication about what you are facing. Watch this. What you feel and what you'd like to see fixed. This is what I'm facing. This is what I feel. And this is what I'd like to see fixed. Jesus here models this. 1, I'm done, Tario. He's cruel. He's clear without being cruel. In other words, he's direct enough to cut through the confusion, but he's restrained enough not to cut down the person. He embodies grace and truth. His truth isn't weaponized because it's held within the context of a commitment for that person's redemption. He's not just trying to release his frustration. He's trying to reveal something to a person. His goal was never to make them sad, it's to make them clear. Not only is this what you did unacceptable, here's the impact it has on me emotionally. I'm frustrated. I'm hurt. Now I'm overextended. You dropped the ball. I got to pick it up. And I need to address this because I love the relationship too much to let resentment accumulate. And I know if I keep carrying this, the enemy is going to use the accumulation of resentment to undermine the intimacy of a relationship that matters very much to me. So let me be very clear. This is what happened, and this is how this makes me feel. Watch this. And this is what this makes me wonder. Y'all okay? Number two, he dealt with the disappointment. He makes the issue the enemy, not the individuals. Notice what he says. You faithless and perverse generation. So that word there refers to not just like age range in terms of like how old a person is, but the impact that an era is having on people regardless of how old they are. So he's in essence saying, hey, the way you're behaving reveals to me that you're being influenced and shaped by a cultural trend I see in this generation. And your calling requires you not to be normal. So he says the issue is what you're allowing to shape you. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and he said, you know, I probably can't say this. I need to find it. But I was talking to a friend, and the friend was talking about somebody that's in his life, and he's talking about that somebody that's in his life, when they start behaving a certain way, they were behaving a certain way. So he asked that friend, how much have you been talking to your other friend? And then that person was like, a lot. And he was like, I can tell. Because the way that friend talked to the person that's in their life, what I am to your life, is the way you talking to me, but you ain't with them, you with me. So the issue becomes the enemy, not the individual. It's like, hey, I'm not gonna make you, let's talk about what's influencing you. And let me invite you into participation in helping me fix this problem. And number 3, this is for my parents and for leaders, parents and leaders. Number 3, he dealt with the disappointment without stopping the development. Because after he cast the demon out of the boy, look what happens. Verse 19 says, then the disciples came to Jesus in private and said, why couldn't we drive it out? He replied, because you have so little faith. Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will be moved. Nothing will be impossible for you. So he dealt with the disappointment, but stayed devoted to developing the people. He didn't allow the disappointment to lead to disengagement, because disappointment is an emotion, but disengagement is a decision. And sometimes as a parent, and sometimes as a leader, you're going to be making investments and you're not going to see a return that's proportionate to the investment. But here's something I heard John Maxwell say years ago. It's become a leadership axiom of mine. The only thing worse than developing people and they leave is not developing them and they stay. Jesus here normalizes relational frustration because some of your expectations are reasonable. Jesus had reasonable expectations for appreciation. When he healed the 10 lepers, only one came back. He said, where the other 9? That doesn't mean immature. It means I'm a human. It's, y'all aren't talking, right? Okay, where's my help? Okay, yeah. He had expectation for appreciation. Now, he did not allow that expectation to drive his contribution. He wanted it, he didn't need it. He had an expectation for reciprocation. He told disciples, you can't pray with me 1 hour. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm going to the cross. You can't stay up. So when you're making investment of time and energy and resources, when you bring your heart into something, being frustrated is not an expression of immaturity. It's humanity. The challenge is you're trying to outgrow a reality that Jesus just wants to use your growth to help you respond in a way that's similar to the way he responds.